my ADHD lovelies and other humans, you poor, poor things. No, I meant the other humans, not us, obviously. I'm just popping in to say, hello, I haven't got a proper situation set up. I've got myself a new light. I like that. It makes my face look really more tired, but at least you can all see it, so that's cool. That's one of my paintings in the background there, yeah. So, yeah, I haven't been online for a while. Things have been a bit manic. I mean, not manic as in the disorder, I hope you understand that. No offence. It's just that when my partner comes home, we have to do things that I can't manage on my own, like travelling and like I sent art up to an exhibition, and I had to. I don't have to, but I mean it's a good idea to go up there and see stuff in situ. So we went up to Sheffield and I did some improv in Cardiff. Oh, sorry about that. I really must get these things set up, honestly. And yeah, the improv is going well, but the thing is, what I'm still really quite sore about, and I did it again as well, and I will never ever learn the impulsivity thing, right? When you've got ADHD and you feel really, really, really passionate about something, you open your gob and all sorts of crazy shit falls out. Now, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong or anything about these things. The right or wrong doesn't come into it. What does come into it is saying things that you really should keep to yourself, and they might, you could be paranoid, you could be wrong, you could be whatever, and just misread the situation, and then you lash out, and then you lose friends. And apologising for that is so difficult, because they're hurt, and you can really see no way out of it. You can't. There is nothing you can say that will take back what you've said. And because in the moment it seems so right, and then you look at it and you think, oh God, I've been such a fucking idiot. But the trouble is, it's too late. The damage has been done. And so I recently posted stuff on social media where I completely misread a situation and hurt some people that I really didn't mean to hurt, because A, I just ran my mouth off, and B, I just completely misread the situation. Now, I really would love to know, how do you apologise sincerely for something that you did on the impulse? And it's so hard to explain. You don't want to go back and say, oh, I did it because that's not a proper apology. But the thing is, it's very hard for people with ADHD to kind of think, where did I go wrong? How can I learn from that? Because at that particular moment in time, all there is the now, and all you want to do is lash out and try and fix what you think's wrong, even if it's not wrong, or just because it's just there. It's just like anger or rage or hurt or a sense of injustice or just kind of a misunderstanding. But at that particular moment, all you can feel is an intense sense of, I've got to get back at this person for this perceived thing that they've done wrong. And it might not even be that. It might be, and then the worst thing is when you're in that frame of mind, and then they try and explain to you what the situation is, and you're so far gone by then, but you can't even reply properly, and then that's it. Index. And I've tried to patch things up with people, and I don't like to think of myself as a bad person. I know that sounds like really narcissistic, but I just kind of I'm so aggravated because I that's really not me. I just kind of, it's like letting the crazy out of the box, and I can't put it back in once it's gone. You know, it's out, and it can't go back in. All I can do is just kind of apologise for the crazy, but the crazy is me. So what am I apologising for? Am I apologising for letting the crazy out? Am I apologising for myself? Am I trying to wheedle my way back into people's lives? Am I trying to be sincere? I have absolutely no idea how to approach things like that. I don't know if anyone else with ADHD has had any training about how to apologise to people when you've said something that you shouldn't have said, jumped to the wrong conclusions, just kind of jumped ahead and just kind of like put two and two together and make five. I would love to know how that you how do you deal with that? How do you apologise to people? How do you get friendships back when they just think you're a terminal arsehole and you just don't want to be alone in the world? So not only do you not want to be alone in the world, but you don't want to think that you've hurt people. But I don't know whether the being alone is the most important or the not wanting to hurt people is the most important. So that's where I kind of reach this thing as like, if I'm apologising, am I doing it for my benefit because I want these friends back, or am I doing it for their benefit because they are hurt? Or and the whole thing about apologising is so tricky. Because I've gone through my life saying sorry for little things, that, you know, like, have you left the socks on the floor? Yes, I'm sorry. Have you not fed the cats? Yes, I'm sorry. You know, and then it all becomes one big sorry, and it kind of loses its meaning somewhere along the way. You really want to be sincere, and you don't want to be narcissistic, and you don't want to make it all about you. And it comes out that way. So sometimes we'll just say sorry to get out of trouble, because frankly, you know, it's like little white lies, and then I don't know, but ADHD people do this a lot because it's like you know, it's better to patch things up and just kind of like deny everything. What the eye doesn't see, the mind doesn't grieve over, etc., etc. Deny things, apologise for things, but they're all little things. Saying something hurtful to someone who's a friend, that is something entirely different. And just how do you come back from that? How do you apologise and make it mean something, without them thinking, oh, she's just saying that, they're just saying that to get back in my favour. They obviously meant it at the time, and this is what they think, and so, you know, are they being sincere? And it is such a hard thing to do, because I don't want to be insincere, because I've got this ASD part of me. It's actually very hard for me to be insincere, and if I do lie, it's not about huge things. I couldn't do that, you know, like I couldn't go and have an affair, or, you know, I couldn't do something like that. I couldn't do the big things, but I will lie about, like, have you done the washing up, or actually no, that was because that's stupid, because it's actually fairly obvious whether you've done the washing up or not. But have you phoned so and so, and you haven't because you're procrastinating, because you're too worried about what to say when you phone them, and so on and so forth. But so, you know, it kind of, then everyone just doesn't believe you, because if you get found out for the little things, and then the big things seem so much worse. But I really don't want the big things to, they're not the same. And I just want to say that anyone who I have hurt because I've opened my big gob and said something that was just really, really unsubstantiated and stupid, I really, really want to say sorry for that. I would really love anyone's advice on how to say sorry for something that your impulsive tongue has just lashed out. And also, another word of advice: booze, social media and ADHD, not a great combination. If you can't give one up, you've got to like give one of them up. You can't give up the ADHD because that's what you're born with. If you can give up either the booze or the social media, or just say, I'm not going to post after 10 o'clock at night or something like that, I would strongly advise that you do that. I would strongly advise that you write anything down in a journal before you even think about just going toe to toe with someone over a situation that might not be anywhere near the way that you see it, and that it might not be the drama that you think it is. And that's it, really. I mean, I'm 40 and I really should know how to talk to people. I still don't. It's still a learning process. I'm happy to take advice of anyone. Look at me, I'm getting, it's really shadowy now. Oh, look at this. Bloody hell. Right, yeah, so I promise that next time, I'll set up a better system. And this is just such an important thing to talk about, because relationships are so difficult when you open your mouth and it's just, you know, the old lizard brain just gets activated, and any sort of thought or intervention or logic or empathy or anything else just kind of like goes straight out the window, and it's just you and your imagination and conclusions. And fucking hell, if I ever get to sort this out, anyway, that's my painting again. Yeah, so just I'm really, really concerned about my relationships with friends at the moment, and I would love to know how someone with and it's quite severe ADHD as far as for me personally. How do you get back your friends that you've alienated? Comments below. Peace out then. I'm going to go and have some chili. Bye.